Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Shakuris is no more. We blew it up because, you know, it had to be done. Had to be done for the betterment of basically all the species in the galaxy so we could stop Aemon from spreading his almighty forces. Let's see if Artanis here has anything to say about that. I love his two little gloves. I didn't talk about this in the last episode. I presume that glove, with the green beam is Zeratul glove? Like, he just stole it and, carries it in memory of Zeratul now? I'd imagine it obviously isn't his normal glove, because it's a green Dark Templar beam. And, it looks completely different than the gauntlets that's on his other hand. So I'm not sure if that's what Zeratul wears, but that's gotta be the case of what's going on here. So, nice, cool little spiffy addition to see that he is, even on the hub screens, definitely wearing that different glove as well. Let's see. Whoa, look at those green crystal shards that are chilling in Shakuris. Oh, even up there, there's all sorts of big, like, mineral crystals. It's kind of weird. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll probably never know since we're gonna warp right on out of here after this. But anyways, let's see if Artanis has anything to say about the loss to Shakuris.
If only I had heeded Zeratul's warning.
Yeah, that part's pretty sad. Could have saved a whole planet of Protoss. Very, very sad. What's up, Vorazun?
Shakuris is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The Initiate stands alone. Members of her tribe strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a Shadow Hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the Shadow Path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Kala. You are Dark Templar.
Interesting. I wonder if that's gonna lead to any, like, negative, implications for Artanis's, what the hell am I trying to say here? I wonder if politically that's going to, impact Artanis in a negative way, since most Protoss, look down upon the Dark Templar, if not all Protoss who aren't Dark Templars, look down upon them. So that might be a little bit unfortunate for Artanis. Makes him a bit more badass, though, because I gotta say, damn Dark Templars get all the badass points. So unfortunately, oh! No, there's a new conversation down there. Okay, I was good. I don't think there's any new units for us to get in the War Council room, which is really, really sad. But we'll go ahead and chill down here for the new conversation with Rohana.
The Nerazim fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been AIUR. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Xentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying AIUR of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
Honestly, I think that both outlooks are very, very important to recognize. I will say it is a lot easier to be blindsided by emotion, though, if you're looking at it in the present rather than the past. So, let's check the assembly panel. As I mentioned, yes, indeed, there is nothing here for us. That is a bit unfortunate, but we did get 10 solarite. Apparently we...
Greetings, Hierarch.
Hello, Carax. Or Auto-Carax. Auto-Caraxtavius. I should really stop that joke. But... I'm surprised he has nothing to say about the loss of Shakuras. But we do have that 10 new solarite to go ahead and use to our advantage. I don't really... I feel like this did not happen. Provides extra supply at the start of each mission. Reducing the need to build pylons. So that's... What is this starting supply? I think it's our starting supply of the solarite energy. But I don't think we started with an extra 20. Is that an extra 20 minerals then? I'm really... Oh, no. Oh! That's extra supply as in, like, how many units we can hold in our base. Okay, I didn't realize that. It's reducing the need to build pylons, as it says, because it's giving us an additional 20, like, unit count. So, that's actually really good. That greatly reduces the need to build pylons in the early game. Okay. That really changes things, though. I think we're gonna get rid of all of those points. Especially since we could use the solarite upgrades that are the Spear of Adun abilities. That's what I should call those. Especially since we could use the Spear of Adun abilities to, get ourselves free pylons. I think I'd rather just get that 50 points and go ahead and use the Warp-In Reinforcements ability. I'm really, really excited about this one. Obviously, the sucky thing is, I didn't think about this until now. The one negative that would come with this ability, at least in my opinion, would be that, you spend at least, 4 supply when you bring in that, that pylon. So, that part kinda sucks, but obviously, that gives us 4 units for free as well. So, 2 of them are Centurions that will be able to stun our enemies. 2 of the other 2 are, Stalkers with the ability to get that shield charge. So, obviously, this is very, very, very much so worthwhile. So, we're gonna go ahead and get that upgrade. We have... Ooh! That's cool. That's really badass. What does that show? That doesn't show anything. Right? Yeah. Clicking this one just makes it, like, flash, but the flash doesn't actually change anything. I don't know why there, like, wasn't an animation for this one. Yeah, when I click Orbital Strike here, there isn't any animation at all. Whatever, we'll go ahead and set up our Warp Reinforcements ability. I really, really like that none of these, no matter how we choose to spend our solarite, it's apparently never permanent. Because I can't seem to, like, yeah. Because I could just turn it off at any time I wish. So that gives us much more of a reason to feel free to, like, play around with these if we want. Would we rather want the Solar Lance ability? The Solar Lance ability is gonna be so cool. I think I should get Warp-In Reinforcements, though. We'll try to continue to use the Orbital Strike, aka Solar Lance, more in the future, as per usual. But if I am getting in this Warp-In Reinforcements ability, we're pretty much going to use this one for the majority of our time. I really hope one of these future tech trees is going to increase our Spear of Adun's like, energy production rate, because that would be super, super nice. I actually kind of really wish that instead of increasing our starting supply so we could get more units faster, or have a high maximum unit count faster, I wish that it was actually, like, increase your Spear of Adun ability supply. That's honestly probably, no, without a doubt, a lot worse than having a higher unit count earlier in the game, or a higher max unit count earlier in the game. But I like using these abilities. They're really fun. So I wish, I hope we get to a point where I can spam them, because that's really what I want to do. But anyways, I think that's a perfectly fine way to allocate all of our points for the time being. We could put 20, we could actually max out both of those things right now, correct? Let me test that out. Yeah, it's only 20 per. So I could max out both of those. We'll get a lot more Solarites as time goes on, though. So we'll max those out before too long. In the meantime, we have,
Many of my Dark Templar have volunteered to act as scouts for us. They will keep us aware of Amon's movements.
Oh, that's nice. Since they're invis, they should be the best of all scouts. But anyways, as I was saying, we've got different worlds to work to, different galaxies to see, and all that jazz. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if we would just have Core Hall open to us, or if we would have... I wasn't sure if Core Hall would be our only path right now. I figured another place would open up. But that means we're gonna continue to put Core Hall on hold, so that'll be a little bit sad, because I really want to see Jim Raynor. I doubt Kerrigan will still be on Core Hall, because people would probably be really pissed, the human race. Like, they would probably be like, kill this monster who lives amongst us. So Kerrigan is without a doubt probably not there. Plus, actually, we saw her in the prologue. She's chilling in the galaxy, doing her own thing. So let's go to Glacius and see what's going on here. I don't recall Glacius. I don't know if this is a place we've seen before or not.
Shakuris has fallen, and Amon's grip tightens. If we are to stand against him, we will need more than warriors. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology.
I like how Core Hall is super small and in the back there. I actually didn't notice that when we went to, wherever the hell we just came from, Shakuris. Because I'm sure Core Hall was, like, shown as being super far away. I just like that little touch. So we're gonna get Sentry. So I'll finally learn what the hell these guys do, and hopefully I'll be able to use them to great avail. A robotic support unit can use shield recharge and guardian shield. So I know they put up those weird shields that units can walk in and out of. I presume that just, like, weakens ranged attacks, or maybe even melee attacks of units that are inside that area. They can attack ground and air units, so that's very nice. And obviously they have a shield charge ability, so they're probably also, like, a, mobile battery charger? I don't remember what those were called, like battery cores or something like that. You guys know for sure, I'm sure. I'm just a big old dummy. So let's go ahead and see what is up with the Celestial Array mission right here. Probably gonna get a cutscene, but nope.
Glacius facility. Within lies the greatest weaponry the Empire ever developed.
It is the site of the Purifier Revival Program.
Purifiers? The forbidden weapon? They were sealed away by the Conclave, never to be restored.
The ancient purifiers are not kept here, Preserver. They are still locked away. Here, on Glacius, our researchers have been developing prototype weaponry inspired by that ancient technology.
You speak above your caste, Kalai. This is unimaginable heresy.
We are outmatched by Amon's forces and facing annihilation. If this technology may help us, we will use it.
Okay. I'm starting... Oh, shoot, cutscene. Sorry, guys. Oh, God. That does not look good.
The Tal'Darim. Here. They are attacking the facility.
Amon has unleashed his servants. Ready our warriors.
Alrighty, getting right on into the action. I mean, I guess it makes sense that the Tal'Darim had to be here, because otherwise it sounded like this was a peaceful planet, so I don't know what the guys were just... If otherwise we'd just show up and the enemies would be like, and we don't like you anymore, get on out of here. Let's go ahead and go to our War Council room, since we apparently have new conversations waiting there. I hope I actually didn't miss out on any new conversations earlier, because I think before starting, like the first mission when I traveled to Shakuris, I don't think I went into the other two rooms and talked to the people. Hopefully I did, but maybe I didn't. I'm starting to regret, like, dealing with, like, making Rohana a part of our team. I mean, obviously I didn't actively do that, but she's reminding me a lot of Dr. Evil in Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery, where she's being like, I've been frozen for 30 years. Throw me a frickin' bone here. Like, she's so stuck in the past with her ideals. Like, seems like she's gonna slow us down at this rate more than anything else. Oh, well, Rohana, let's see what you've got for us here.
The Tal'Darim. They have not been seen since the Aeon of Strife, before the Protoss were united by the Kala's light.
I'm afraid they returned some time ago, Rohana. We thought them fanatical servants of the Xel'Naga for years, but in truth, they had enslaved themselves to Amon.
Why would any being willingly follow Amon?
That is unclear. The Tal'Darim call themselves the Chosen. What Amon has chosen them for, we do not know. They are dangerous foes who have helped forge the hybrid and shed blood in the name of our great enemy.
Protoss turned upon Protoss. The De'ul demands retribution for such offense. They must be destroyed.
If it is their fate, it shall be.
Fate, schmate, we're gonna beat them all up. That's the way of a real warrior. Just go in guns a-blazing. What's up, Krax?
The purifier weaponry that has been researched here could prove to be a valuable addition to our arsenal.
That is what I am hoping. Is there any merit to Rohana's fears?
The Kalai on glaciers have prototyped the technology with successful results. It is said that these experimentations are no different than the Templar they are replications of, a byproduct of quantum predictive analytics.
They were and are still only machines. Do not give them such credence, Karax.
We too are machines of a biological nature. I often marvel at the architecture, the design, the careful construction of our form, our machinery. The Xel'Naga forged us as we forged the original purifiers.
I really like Krax. He's a very interesting guy.
I
Definitely...
have received word from our scouts. It seems Amon's forces are dividing to conquer separate parts of the sector at once.
Well, thank you for the update, lady. I really like Krax. He is by far my favorite member of our crew so far, outside of Artanis, obviously. So let's go ahead and see what's up with this. Oh, the Celestial Array is just the name of this. I thought it was the name of the mission. I'm a dum-dum. Alright, let's go ahead and just see what's available for us in this mission here. The Forbidden Weapon.
If we are to obtain the purifier technology, then we must move quickly. The Tal'Darim are preparing to fire upon the facility.
Alrighty, yo, let's go ahead and do this thing. Oh, 15 Solarite. That's 3 points in those 2 upgrade bars that we have available to us. So that'll be a lot. We'll definitely have to make sure to complete that wonderful little objective. So let's jump right on in, you know? Especially since we're gonna have a loading screen as usual. I always forget about the loading screen so far. These are really pretty backgrounds though, I gotta say. I always loved, like, when it comes to like paintings or backgrounds or anything of the like, I've always been a sucker for either super abstract sci-fi kind of photos with a lot of like neon colors and glowy kind of effects, and also on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, I'm also a huge fan of like super realistic portraits of nature and stuff like that. So I really like this thing where it's the glowy sci-fi mixed with the beautiful rain. Looks really, really cool.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are unleashing their mothership's phase displacement beam against Glacius's orbital defenses.
I am first descendant Alarak, and I've been charged with destroying this facility. You seek the technology vault, but you are too late. It will be annihilated along with the rest of this pathetic world. Use your time to withdraw from the system, or remain here and watch your forces burn to ash. I care little which you choose.
He is not entirely correct. If we begin now, our forces could outpace the displacement beam.
Then we are going in.
We're going in, boys! Let's do this thing. Okay, so we actually still have a lot of supply available to us right off the bat, so that's nice to know. So then, this seems that it's oh, okay.
Is advancing. We must reach the vault before it is destroyed.
I see. So I'm just racing this beam to the base. That should not be that hard. I think if that's the case, we're probably going to focus on building a very, very large Centurion army for this one. So we will also get Zealots, of course, but let's go ahead and say, excuse me. Let's go ahead and forget the Dark Templars for the time being. Oh, is this gonna allow us to wake these guys up if we walk right over here? Awaken for me, my friends! I need you! Oh, well, that's unfortunate. What was I going to say? I find it kind of silly looking how this beam is just going to be traveling across the map. That cannot be,
I'm
like...
detecting a Tal'Darim force amassing outside of our nexus point. We must prepare for assault. Wait, these sentries were left behind. Let me activate them. They are quite effective at restoring shields to nearby warriors.
Wunderbar! Okay, that's gonna be really, really good. This kind of makes me feel like I should focus entirely on Centurions, especially with their stunning ability, with their ability to stun. Oh, give him shields really quick! I don't want him to take any damage. Oh no! Okay, it's not gonna be that hurt, but still, he took quite a bit more damage than I would have liked him to. We could go ahead and just try focusing.
And there. Our gateways are now calibrated to warp them in as well.
Cool. I might just try focusing on a Sentry Centurion build for this run, then. That might be a lot of fun. They require 100 Vespian each. That is very, very, expensive, but also not the end of the world, to say the least. We'll be able to deal with that perfectly fine. Let's start getting some Vespian, then, just so we could start building up our supply and all that jazz. And we should get a whole bunch of Zealots going in the meantime outside of that. Or Centurions, I should say. The other thing I have to say, this, like, Amarak guy, whatever the hell his name was, he reminds me a lot of that villain from the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I've actually never played that. I've played a little bit of it, only like an hour. I've never gone very far or beaten it, so I have no idea what that guy's name is, and I'm a total poser, but, you know. Destroy the enemy fools! I should go ahead and check what these abilities actually are. So shield recharge for... We already require additional pylons. That really, really sucks. But we also got additional units coming in. That'll be a really cool way to handle things. We'll get our stalkers from calling in the pylons and stuff like that. We can keep them at home for defense and send out all the Centurions to be our offensive units. In the meantime... Oh, that's the Dark Coil thingamadoohickey. What do we have here? Recharges the shield of a friendly Protoss unit. I should be able to do that just by right-clicking on them, though, I believe. I believe that's how that's worked. Right-click to deactivate autocast. Oh! so I could activate autocast. That's cool. I definitely want to keep autocast on, I think. Creates a 4-range, well, Guardian Shield. Creates a 4-range aura that reduces all incoming attack damage to friendly units by 2. Okay, so oh, but it surrounds him, and he can move and keep them in it. Okay, that's very interesting. I would love to know if that stacks. Obviously, unfortunately, it doesn't say inherently, but if anyone in chat, in the comments, knows whether or not that stacks, please tell me, because that is a very, very interesting thing to know. Or would be a very, very interesting thing to know. So, let's go ahead. We won't get our units fully moving right off the bat, because we need to get additional guys going here. So this is going to be our main builder. Let's get 2 additional... Of course, I need pylons already. Let's go ahead and get some additional pylons going up, set up. Then I'll also set up our forge right away. That way we'll be able to upgrade our units and make them strong, glorious, wonderful centurions and all that jazz. Then we'll also build a pylon up here, probably one like right there. And then we should get some actual defensive turrets set up. So let's set up another pylon right there, and then we'll get a good old-fashioned photon cannon defense setup. We actually still can build the monoliths, so that's kind of crazy. I'm gonna go back to working on photon cannons for a while, though, just because they're so much cheaper. I think they'll be a lot more useful in that regards. We don't even need our wonderful guys quite yet. But we can use them to take down that thing while our units continue to explore. Or our centurions continue to explore. If we can, I would love to kind of kite these guys. Okay, well, we got this now. Let's get one of the shields up. That's super nice that only one of them activates their shields when even if I select all of them. I mean, I would have expected that that's how the game would handle things, but I wasn't entirely sure. Also, it's really nice that our centurions are dragging these guys along.
We're storing raw solarite here as well. If possible, we should obtain it.
Will do, my good sir. I'll do my best to try to claim all that stuff as my own. In fact, let's go ahead and grab that right now. That's oh god. Okay, this is bad.
Excellent. Solarite gathered.
Excellent. Solarite gathered. I kind of really like that.
Alert and stay out of its range.
Okay, we need defenses back home. So photon cannons are a go. We also should get at least another pylon. So we'll get like 4 photon cannons going. Obviously, I want to do my best not to block off the entryway. Maybe we'll get 6. That'd be cool. 3 on each side. And then 2 battery arrays just to make sure our base is totally safe. That walkway should be more than enough for all of our dudes to trespass in and out of safely. And then we'll set up another battery right about there. And that should be all A-okay. And here is our other pylon as well. So let's continue moving these guys about, and then I'll go ahead and put a focus on rearranging all of my units and stuff like that. So I don't think I could break through these weird doorways. I kind of wish I could, but they'll probably...
We need to destroy its power source to clear the way.
Okay, so that's what's dealing with that. I presume I will deal with those,
We've discovered more sentries.
Ah, wonderful!
I will activate them now.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I presume we'll continue to unlock those doorways and stuff. Let's make all these guys control group 3. Just so I can move them all without any hassle or anything like that. That's another locked doorway. I presume the power... Oh, the power is just that pylon right there. Okay, that makes things super easy. Let's go back to base. We'll grab all of these guys, and we'll send them out to our... the remainder of our team. Meanwhile, you can go up here and start gathering minerals right there, and you can get 2 buddies with you. That'll be pretty good. And then I think we can start unlocking or buying all of our upgrades. We need more Vespian gas for that one, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Not a done, sire. Sure, yes, indeed. That's my glorious almighty Protoss impersonation. It's so hard to see what's happening with this beam blocking my view all over the place. Oh, shoot. Okay, sentries need you to deal with these jerks. Let's get another shield up just to, give us some extra defense. Oh, God, I didn't notice they had a defensive structure. That's my bad. Did we? I think we lost a sentry. That part sucks. I'm 90% sure we were at 5 of them, which is obviously a shame, but they'll also be fine. Kill the wabbit, also known as the giant enemy structure. All of you guys get back to work destroying that thing, and that will be our... Oh, God! Destroy our enemies. Destroy that guy. Stun him. What, the guy's in the back. Why weren't you stunning him? You silly Billy Papa Chilies? Man. Maybe they were on cooldown. I feel like they should have done something more about that, though. Oh, we get a cool little radius for the beam right there. I actually totally didn't notice that. You guys can also join our wonderful attack group. Let's grab all of them. Control group 1. Control group 3. That will be glorious. And the rest of the sentries are here. So let's actually get those guys up, and now we'll start building some more dudes. We'll probably continue to do things in 3s and then 2s, because we definitely, since we're not going to use stalkers for air attacks, our defenses are strong enough. I should bring in the stalkers. Let's call out all the troops. They'll all just move out right there, and that'll be awesome. I'll let stalkers do their own thing. That's how I'll handle this, because this is going to be a strong enough defense, without a doubt. I doubt the enemy will be able to do anything to contest that. So, all the Centurions, once again, you could become that control group, and then let's grab our massive army of 31 troops already. That's actually quite a lot for this early in the game. We're gonna try to work on outrunning the beam, just because I really, really want to get to that Solarite. So... Oh, no! Okay, that prioritizes the stalkers rather than these guys. That part kind of sucks. So I'll have to go ahead and try to, do a better job of microing my dudes, if that is the case. In fact, to continue microing them, why don't I go ahead and grab all these minerals? Oh, okay, everyone's free to go now. Grab that. I don't think this is a walkway? That totally is a walkway. I don't think there's anything I could do. Oh, duh. Stalkers can't blink to it. Can't find a teleport location. Okay, cool. That answers that question. I was a little bit confused. I was like, why the hell can't I send units over there? We need 5 more points to go ahead and get additional forces coming up, so we'll definitely want to utilize that as soon as we possibly can. We've already got a bunch of dudes here ready to go, so we'll get up another 4 units right there, start working on more Centurions to build up, and let's send these guys right on over. Oh, that laser beam is not in a good spot. Oh, not enough energy already? Man, that sucks. Okay, this is a walkway over here. So there's gotta be more Solarite over there. There's only 3 Solarite things to grab, so that makes me feel a lot better about this whole thing as well.
Templar, pull back. We do not have time to engage this base.
Oh, this is like a whole giant enemy base. That is my mistake. Hello, friends. I'm glad that I kind of dealt with your defenses right there, but...
Forces are looking for some excitement, Hierarch.
Okay, so that's an Easter egg about me destroying this enemy base then. That's kind of... I really like that. I really like that. Let's destroy the units that we can, just because, you know... I want to show the bad guys who's boss. In fact, actually... Let's destroy this entire base. Stalkers. You guys can jump at... Oh, these are the floaty jerks! I love the floaty jerks. I can't wait until we get those guys. Sentries, you guys can actually come over here and help with all these air forces. In the meantime, Centurions, you can all focus on that guy, take him down really quick. This enemy base is gonna be absolutely wrecked. So, I'm actually very happy that we decided to focus on destroying this thing. We could send this small force forward to go ahead and deal with the problems ahead, while our units just harass our enemies.
Our forces are in mortal danger. Get them away from the beam.
They're perfectly fine. Okay, this was probably a bit too much for these guys to handle, but actually we could remedy that fact right now. That should get rid of a lot of these guys. I think we might still lose this battle, unfortunately. You can blink right there. That's... Oh, we might make it. I should attack the guys who are much more wounded. We did just stun those guys a lot, so that's some nice extra damage right there. I think we just won this fight. I kind of don't believe it. That's incredible. I'm happy about it, though. Let's destroy that thing. How are things over here? I need to grab this whole army and get them done with their duty. Let's destroy that thing. Kill it, kill it, kill it! Yes! Victory is ours! I'm so glad we did that! Not only did we uncover an Easter egg, but we, had a lot of fun doing so as well. Get 2 more of those, and then the Centurions. Let's send all these guys forward so they can regroup with the main armies. Oh, you guys can destroy that before the laser gets to you, I believe. Oh, they did it. Kind of feels like I didn't have faith in them at this point, but this laser is so slow. Like, what is the point of them doing it like this? This is so unnecessary. Like, the enemies are just trying to show off. That's what it feels like, at least. Can I destroy this thing? Oh, shoot, I can! Destroy the cannon! Destroy the Galaxia's defense. I think that was a friendly unit, but you know what? I don't even care. They deserve it. I'm a little bit afraid that I might have missed another Solarite pack, but I don't know where it would be if I have missed out on it. So I guess that's the positive side of all that. Oh, we probably could just use our stalkers to jump through those doorways. I didn't think of that for some reason. I'm gonna send this guy down here really quick and see if I could actually do that, because that would be very, very interesting if we could.
We are one with the shadows.
You, my good sir, speed up a little bit so I'll be able to actually use my guys. Oh, that laser beam was gonna be destroyed by the enemy, so that was gonna die no matter what. Still, oh, the location is blocked. That sucks.
Voice of the eclipse.
Oh well. Let's go ahead and continue on with our duties and all that. Oh, sweet! The second Solarite pack. That makes me very happy.
Another Solarite sample obtained.
Can I have this Colossus, please? Whoa. Okay. The Colossus is gone. Give me the Colossus! I want it! I want it! I want it to be my friend. I can beam these in wherever? How did I not realize that until now? That is such a good upgrade! Okay. That's really cool. I can't believe I didn't realize that. Why was I shipping them all down here? That was so silly. I mean, obviously it's nice to keep the additional pylons in our base, but there probably wasn't any need for that. That's awesome. You guys join the forces, and then I'm probably not... Well, I should select all the guys and split all the armies up. So let's grab all the sentries. They'll be control group 2. Centurions can be control group 1. And then we attack!
Bringing nearby sentries on.
Oh, sweet, more of them. These guys are just gonna join the whole group. Oh god, enemies. Oh, a stalker! We need to kill that thing. Please stun it. Stun it! Someone's... that's not a stalker at all. What the hell am I saying? A Colossus. Really wish one of our guys would have stunned it. I probably could have forcefully controlled that, but I am horrible at video games. So, units, continue attacking, please. Let's even, like, move everyone right there and then attack. Uh-oh! Oh, no! We need more pylons? And this one's gonna get completely wrecked by the laser. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, looks like we gotta go back home for a sec. You can leave your job momentarily. We didn't get the shield upgrade, too. I forgot about that. Oh, shoot, we got friends? Oh, there are more sentries. For some reason, I thought it wasn't sentries. Awesome. We also destroyed that entryway. I'm pretty sure at this point I don't need to control units ever again, and we should very, very easily be able to accomplish this mission. We are falling a little bit behind the laser, though, so I need to remedy that and speed up our pace.
Multiple transport signatures inbound on the facility.
Warp prisms. Clever. Alarak is activating the facility's old defenses, using them against us.
Can I just stop that by doing this, then? Because this would seem like the obvious choice to this problem. I'll put one more right there. Well, that didn't do quite as much as I wished it did, but we dealt with most of those quite easily. Oh my god, they teleported in a lot of stuff. But, of course, without the pylons, those things are absolutely useless, so I actually feel pretty good about that. Oh! Let's... Oh no! My poor little pylon! Oh, now of course I need to construct additional pylons again because I lost that thing. Okay, you continue your work, my little friend. You could just build, like, a whole bunch of them right here. Build a buttload of pylons all everywhere. Then get back to work, you lazy bum. So, yep, okay. I was literally about to say this has to be the final solarite.
All of the raw solarite samples are still in superb condition. You should see them.
I like this guy so much. He's so excited about the solarite. We've got so many sentries chilling with us. I actually, like, am totally forgetting about that. I'm also totally forgetting to use the shield abilities, but that's okay. We should take out that guy really quick. Then let's get this thing out of the way. Let's go depower all of their defensive structures. Making it quite easy for us to destroy them all. Colossus! Take him down. Apparently we cannot stun Colossus. Oh, let's get the 2 pylons out of there. Oh my god. I'm dying, guys. Forgive me. Oh god. Sorry about that, friends. That did not feel good in the least. I want to get these ships before too long. Obviously, I don't think it'll take all that long for us to unlock them, but once I get the ability to teleport units, that's gonna be super cool. Well, looks like we have completed the mission. That was a really fun one. I actually really like that mission.
Acquiring access.
Work quickly, face.
Oh my god, how'd the laser get here so quick?
Disruptor on their location. Let them burn.
I have its coordinates. Warping aboard the container now.
Loser.
You are not as weak as you appear, Artanis. We shall meet again.
The purifier weaponry is safely aboard the Spear of Adun. Wait, there is a prototype warrior here as well. I will have to examine it more closely.
Okay, I am all sorts of hyped about that. Really excited about a new warrior being added to our armies. Let's see what we unlocked here. Danger Zone! Don't let the Tal'Darim displacement beam destroy any of your units. Oh, nice. I actually totally forgot that we did do that. Destroy 6 Tal'Darim gateways or warp gates in the Forbidden Weapon mission. There should also be another objective for destroy one of your own defensive turret structures before the laser beam does it. That would make me very happy. But anyways, that is another mission under our belt. Wonderful job completing that, if I do say so myself, tuning my own horn. Because that's what I do best, I suppose. Man, I really need to get some more agua in my system. My throat is slowly falling apart.
You wish to see me, Smith?
Oh my god, that's so cool!
Tanis, it is good to see you, young executor. Phoenix? How can this be?
It was his cloned personality that was used for the Purifier prototype. Given your friendship with the Source personality, I thought, well, he believes he was brought from stasis and made a Dragoon.
Why are you here, Phoenix?
I was given a directive by Aldaris himself to come to Glacius and serve the Templar.
It is the last recollection from his memory web. The Great Templar were still encoded by order of the Conclave.
Do you know about the experimentation done on Glacius? Why Aldaris gave you this order?
I am a warrior, old friend. You know this as well as any. It is not my place to question the order of Adjudicator.
His construction is highly advanced. An Adanium shell composed of a trillic compression mesh. It appears he was to be the first in a revival of the ancient program.
Enough! I have fought far too long for the will of the Conclave to be examined like some specimen. I am Templar, and I am reunited with the dearest of friends. Is this not a glorious day?
You are right, of course. Karax, these tests are no longer needed. Phoenix, welcome aboard the Spear of Adun.
I don't know. Phoenix looks so freaking badass. Like, that mech is incredibly cool. I don't know who Phoenix is. I possibly know who he is. If he's a character, there's obviously I know the story of StarCraft 1 and Brood War. So I'm not sure if this guy is a character who was killed by Kerrigan in Brood War during a mission where Kerrigan killed both a Protoss general and Artanis's.
No?
Well, let me listen to these guys.
That seems unlikely.
Oh, I think I just missed a little joke going about those two. That's kind of silly. That was my bad. But, excuse me. There was a Zerg mission in Brood War where Kerrigan ended up killing a Protoss general and a general who worked under Octurus Minsk. In the same mission. I'm not sure if Phoenix is that Protoss dude. If he is, then I know who that character is. He might not be that guy, though. But I think that's who this dude probably is. So he's probably the cloned, revived brain of a character from Brood War.
What has happened to you?
Don't like take my word on that for sure, because I very, very, very easily could be wrong. But that's my theory for the time being. Hopefully, if you guys know for sure in the comments, please be sure to tell me what's what. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all in the next one. See you guys!